All right, Algebra 1, welcome to part 2 of exponential growth and exponential decay. Here we have a full-blown story problem. I'll help you work through 2 examples right here. Example 3. First thing we always do is read the problem. We have the first year of a charity walk event had an attendance of 500. The attendance increases by 5% each year. Okay, so I'm going to go through and look at my important things. So here in the first year, I had an attendance of 500. I also see that the attendance increases by 5% each year. Okay, so I need to decide, is this exponential growth or exponential decay? And I can tell by reading if my attendance in this case is going up or it's going down. And in this case, I see increases. So my growth or my exponential is going to be growth. So my growth equation is y equals a times 1 plus r to the power of t, the plus for growth. Okay, so now I just got to plug in my stuff. Okay, I need to plug in my a, which is my initial value, and I need to plug in my r, which is my rate that we're increasing in this case. Okay, so a, the initial amount. My initial amount in this problem, my a value, is 500. This is how much we started with. We started in our first year with an attendance of 500. Now I need my rate. My rate is my percentage. Okay, we're increasing by 5% each year. Okay, and t is going to be our time. It's going to be our years. Okay, that's my a, my r, and my t. T will be a variable. It'll stay here. A is ready to go, but remember, we can't plug a percentage into a math formula. This needs to be rewritten as a decimal. So I'm going to take 5, and I'm going to divide it by 100. When I divide it by 100, I get 0.05. This is what I use in my formula. So writing out my equation, I have y equals my start, which is a, 500, times 1 plus 0.05 to the power of t. Okay, and now all we're going to do is we're going to simplify this by actually adding these together. So my final answer for part A is y equals 500. Add these together. I get 1.05 to the power of t. This is my exponential growth function that represents the situation. Part B asks me how many people will attend in the 10th year. So that means year, this is our time. I'm going to plug in 10 for my time. So y equals 500 times 1.05 to the power of 10. And this is going to give me my attendance. So I'm going to pull up Desmos, and I'm going to type this in. 500 times 1.05 to the power of 10. It says to round to the nearest person, so 814 people. 814 people. Okay, take a second. I want you to work through example 4. Work through example 4, start to finish. Answer A and answer B. All right, you've been given some time to answer part A and part B for example 4. Our problem is you bought $2,000 worth of stocks in 2012. The value of the stocks has been decreasing by 10% each year. So hopefully you picked up on it. It's decreasing. That means we're going to use the decay function. Y equals A, this time 1 minus R to the power of T. So when I read through my problem, I know that I bought $2,000 worth of stocks initially. Okay, so that's my A. I started with $2,000 worth of stocks. My rate is my percentage. My rate is 10%. Okay, and T represents my time. And in this case, it's in years. Before I can plug everything in, you have to be so careful. 10%. I need this to be a decimal, so I take 10 and divide it by 100, giving me 0.1. This is what I use in my formula. So I have Y equals my start, 2,000, times 1 minus 0.1 to the power of T. Okay, I always want to simplify as much as I can. So I'm going to put in my calculator 1 minus 0.1. And I get Y equals 2,000 times 0.9 to the power of T. And here's my exponential decay function. Okay, part B. If you need some more time, we can pause and give you some more time. If not, it says, what will your stock be worth in 2017? Okay, so we initially started in 2012, and now it's 2017. So that means it has been a total of 5 years. So we are going to put in T equals 5. Y equals 2,000 times 0.9 to the power of 5. And we're going to see how much our stock value has decreased. 2,000 times 0.9 to the power of 5. After 5 years, our stocks are now worth $1,180.98. $1,180.98. Okay, that's example 3 and example 4. This is part 2 completed.